Many intellectual reports say ours is still a world of inequality, where the less equal and the often vulnerable to violent attacks and abuse is the feminine gender. The mayor of Cape Town, Patricia de Lille, had questions for everyone present.
Are we protecting the most vulnerable in our society? Are we doing enough to put an end to the scourge of abuse of women and children?
The keynote speaker and Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Ms. Amina Mohammed, called for a breakdown of institutional and attitudinal barriers to allow investment in the full contribution of women and girls in the society. She led the audience to stand in silence in honor of the abused dead as well as the surviving victims. On gender inequality, she painted a broader picture of a solution that also included men and boys.
We will only realize the potentials of the Sustainable Development Goals, as ambitious as they are, if we take seriously the values of inclusion, literally leaving no one behind. The sustainable change that we need to see will only be possible if we're including young people, girls and boys. It is true that women continue to be less equal than men globally, but gender is not equal to women. Gender inequality, norms and stereotypes affect men, women, girls and boys. The same educated girls were the same girls that were kidnapped by the uneducated Boko Haram terrorists.
When we look back, I hope that we can say that the vulnerable, especially girls and women, are a little closer to the center. In fact, I hope that we will be a society that is free of vulnerability itself.
The UN Deputy Secretary General left the gathering with a call to action.
Well, you know, there are many different types of abuses at home in Nigeria, from where you can see it in the conflict areas in the northeast, but also amongst, you know, the generality of the population of young girls and some boys. The Almajiri system is abuse against boys as far as we're concerned. So I think that, you know, it has different ramifications, and what we really need to be doing is to look at the policies around education, the policies around, you know, really how to empower better our communities.
And it's a call to action to balance inequalities in order to secure peace, protect the environment, and attain the rest of the Sustainable Development Goals. From Cape Town, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.